The Bears offense ready to roll. They come in leading the NFC. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Salazar. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Salazar. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jam.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. The Bears at 8-1 on the year, and they come in off a loss which snapped that impressive 8-game winning streak.
Well, you'll never be able to get a team to admit that a loss is a good thing. It's never in any team's DNA. But sometimes it relieves a little bit of the pressure, and now they can start fresh.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Salazar. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Salazar, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Cannon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Salazar. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Salazar. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He finds his man, complete. It's Cannon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. To throw is Fields. Pushes him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Fields throwing again. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down here. Back to throw, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Salazar. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Again, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Salazar. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And Ingram hauls it in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Salazar. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Salazar. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 108 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get it. Back now at Soldier Field. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Salazar, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bears are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Throwing on 2nd down. Fields, quick slant, finding Claypool. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Salazar. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That good for 22 and a 1st down. On 2nd down now. It's Salazar. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how...
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that's... So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. On third down, Salazar. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Just got a heck of a show covered. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home